spread my news out there, but there was a blessing today of my mother coming out of surgery and being a football coach and being 7 hours away. Sometimes you're not able to be at those things that you'd like to be at. So, as a loving son and one that owes a bunch to his mother, I'm so happy to hear about 30 minutes ago that everything was such a great success. Also, on the fact of what happened yesterday up in Gifford, that hits us directly because Nicole Anderson, one of our secretaries, is from that area. If we are able to today, we will take some football players up there. If we're able to help in any way, shape, or form, this football team is very willing to do that. So our best goes out to that area, and our best goes out to anybody that was involved with that tornado. So I know that isn't football, but that's what's important. So thanks for listening to me on those two occasions. I'd like to start off with a football game. Again, when you're playing the number 3 team in the country, you can't fall down as quickly as we did. But we did fall down, and that's the facts. And we all saw that as facts. But what this team did do is got back up. And they got back up and continued to fight enough that with 4 minutes and 53 seconds left in the game, we're only down by 12 points. And they're fighting back from trainers to managers to coaches to players, everybody on that sidelines, including former players, were on that sideline, bless you. And we're very, very into this football game, trying to do whatever they could to make a success for the Fighting Illini. So I am very proud of the fact that this coaching staff, this football team, and everybody involved in this program is fighting. And the word Fighting Illini does come about each and every time we step out there on the field. So, that is one thing I do want to stress. No, it's not a win, and we're battling, and we're trying, and we're trying to do everything we can for these seniors to experience a victory in the Big Ten. We've got 2 opportunities left, and that's exactly how we're looking at it. We've got one at West Lafayette this weekend against Purdue. And then we have, of course, the rivalry down here at Memorial Stadium. So our players are extremely excited about continuing to move this program forward. I think we have, and I think we'll continue to fight and strive to get that first victory in the Big Ten.
Obviously, Purdue's struggling a lot this year, kind of like you guys did last year. But obviously, every week you focus, but last week compared to this week, is there a difference in just realistic expectations of getting that win, that first win?
Well, we knew we had to play a perfect football game this last week to beat Ohio State. There's a reason that they've won so many in a row. But we have to do that all the time. I mean, regardless of who we're playing, it's still about the Illini tackling. It's still about the Illini completing passes. It's still about the Illini not fumbling the football. It's about the Illini punting the ball. It has nothing to do with anything else other than doing what we need to do to be successful. Our team has not experienced that, and that is something that you as a coach continue to push on them, that if we do what we can control, we'll have an opportunity to win a football game.
Certainly not asking you to address a point spread, but just the fact that Illinois is officially the favorite in this game, it does kind of suggest that, the things you've talked about improving and all that people have noticed, have taken note that it's not the same as last year.
I mean, on behalf of not Tim Beckman, but on behalf of this coaching staff and football team, what they've done to make this program better. We are competitive. We have, it comes down to winning and losing. We all know that. But this football team has become competitive, and they're competitive in everything they do. It's not just about first downs and touchdowns. It's about everything they do. It's amazing that there's some things that you guys don't even know that this football team is doing to make sure that this family is as close as it can be. It's about possibly bringing a father up for a football game that hasn't seen his son play, that we're not allowed to do, but our players are. So their willingness to help the family and to go to the help of others. It's amazing to be around these kids because they are very resilient and they are very dedicated to the process and to the team.
How's Simon coming along?
Great. It was great. He is getting a little bit of a workout today, rehab type deal that he's doing. So we're excited to hopefully we'll be able to make that determination on Thursday. But I will say Simon's probable right now.
Ken, what's your relationship like with Daryl Hazel? I know you guys have kind of sort of...
Great relationship. I mean, Daryl's coached the wide receivers. I coached the defensive back, so you can imagine how that went. Every day doing the one-on-one drills together, and just outstanding person, outstanding human being, great coach, as I mentioned, did a great job at Kent, reestablishing that program. So my hats go off to Daryl. Daryl's a great guy.
Do you two stay in contact with each other? Is he?
We just maybe text every now and then, or he texted me a couple times last year. I text him. Of course, having that opportunity to play in the MAC championship game. Just casual.
Kind of experiencing what you experienced last year, or any similar?
I really haven't talked to him much this year, to be honest with you. I know he's in the process of trying to build a program the way he would like it built, and the same thing that we were experiencing here.
How is Hall holding up physically? His body he's making.
He takes some hits, doesn't he? He takes some tremendous hits. He's dinged up. There's no question, but everybody is going into the 11th game of the season. As you look at it after it's happened, boy, would have been nicer to spread those open weeks maybe a little bit more. But Steve continues to fight, through the aches and pains as we all have, and he does it on the football field on Saturday, and that's what you see.
Let my imagination wander a little bit. Saturday, thinking about Hall, and he, athletically, he's really impressive, and he's obviously a coachable guy because of how well he's come along after a position switch in a short time and all that. Made me wonder about whether he could get into a camp and play receiver, slot receiver, special teamer type of guy. Get that opportunity in the NFL. Do you see him in that light as somebody who has that potential?
Well, of course, that's not my decision, but Steve Hall is a very determined individual, and I know that the intelligence to be able to play on the defensive side of the ball for so many years and then move to the offense and to be able to route run. Everybody takes for granted, hey, go out and run a 10-yard speed out. I mean, that just doesn't come about all the time. That shows some things for a young man. I sure hope he gets the opportunity. He's going to have to stay healthy. That's his biggest fault. But if he does that, I mean, why wouldn't you give a young man like that an opportunity?
But you've gone back to look at the tape of the offensive line with guys kind of shifted around, and Austin was in there. How would you, given who they were playing, how would you kind of assess how they did on Saturday?
As a group, I thought they did. We gave up too many sacks, no question about that. But to play against the likes that they've played against, this year in the way Ohio State's playing defense, the way Michigan State's playing defense, and now Wisconsin. I mean, Wisconsin's doing an outstanding job on defense. I think they've really stepped up the game. You can see a remarkable difference. A.J. Ricker has done a phenomenal job. And then guys have stepped in. Jake Feldmeyer, to come in and to be involved with that type of defense and to do what he did an outstanding job for our offense and replacing hurt Simon.
There were periods of the Ohio State game, I would say there was one significant period when the defense really did well against the read option, controlled the kind of middle of of that area and all that, and then of course it broke down. So, but how close do you think the defense is to?
We're getting better, but yeah, the numbers. you just look at the numbers, and of course, it's nothing anywhere that you want to be. But there was things that were happening. To be honest with you, the last 2 plays that they scored on us were trying to do too much. They're not, they see something, and instead of staying in their gap, they try to make overmatch the play, and we end up getting hurt on it. And that happened on those 2, 50-yard runs that he had. A blitzing backer, supposed to be in the A gap, sees a pulling guard, goes to the B gap. It hits in the A gap right where you're supposed to be at. But just trying to make a play. It wasn't anything intentional, even trying to make a play. And knowing that we needed to get the football back for our offense so that we could have a chance to score instead of just playing what was called. And so I do see for 2 quarters, 2.5 quarters, if I could say something that was told to me, that we played pretty darn good for 2.5 quarters, is better than Ohio State. I saw that for 2.5 quarters, but to be a great team defense, we have to play 4 quarters of football.
How do you try to coach that out of them? Like, what do you do during the week?
Well, yeah, again, you just harp on, doing what's called, all right, playing what the call is, and show them. I mean, you continue to show them. You're not ripping them. You're just showing them, do this like we did in the second quarter. Look what it does on the exact same play, just like you mentioned, instead of trying to overplay things.
Do we have any questions from the phone lines for Coach Beckman? Most of our guys. Anything else in the room for Coach?
All right, thanks, guys.